Welcome back. It's our pleasure to have with us Dr. Mona Bhatia, Director and Head of the Department of Cardiac Imaging at Escorts, New Delhi. Welcome you, ma'am, to WCC 2023, and she is going to give some tips and tricks about TAVR in India. So, ma'am.
TAVR in India today, Prerna, has really grown to huge heights. There's increasing number of cases, there's increasing geriatric population, and with the complication rates that have come down, we now have so many more people wanting to have the TAVR because it's really a 24 to 48 hour procedure. The important thing is that we have this vast number of patients who really need an aortic valve replacement, and now with surgeries being more complex and more difficult, and with an increased number of complication rate versus the TAVR, we now see TAVR growing. The important thing about TAVR is that it needs to be pre-decided what is the valve that is going to be selected. And so imaging becomes very, very important. We need to have a very good quality CT scan which tells us not only the size of the aortic valve and the size of the intervention that will be done, the size of the valve that will be implanted, but more than that, we also need to have the access route, the incidental comorbidities, understanding the imaging plane, so that we can have a brilliant and perfect setting and a perfect valve that fits the space. So it's really important that imaging is done very carefully. Not only that, imaging with CT also helps us to look at complications and any other issues that may be likely be there. So it's becoming more important for the imager to actually take a lead role in a TAVR team, where the TAVR heart team sits and actually evaluates what is the size of valve, what is the nature of valve, what would fit the patient the best. And that is where we have a heart team approach at the Fortis Escorts Heart Institute, where we not only have the interventional cardiologists, but we also have the imagers who sit together and are able to decide what is the best case for the patient and what would be best for his long-term prognosis.
So very well discussed and by you that the role of radiologist for picking up the patient for the TAVR. So basically how to choose the patient who is going to have better outcomes with the TAVR is only by the radiological guidance. So thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for highlighting this important aspect, radiological aspect, before going for the TAVR.
Thank you so much, Prema. Thank you. Pleasure to be here.